You delivered a TED Talk where you predicted pretty much what is happening now. Now, thanks to the world we live in, that has sprouted a bunch of conspiracy theories, everything from Bill Gates invented this virus to prove himself right, or he knew it was going to happen and that's why he said it. Was that TED Talk about this virus, or was that a hypothetical that has now come true?
Well, I didn't know specifically that it'd be coronavirus and that it would hit in late 2019. But the goal of the talk was to encourage governments to make the investments so we could respond very quickly and keep the case numbers very, very low. And so sadly, this is not a case where, I feel like, hey, I told you so. Because we didn't use that time when it was clear as the biggest threat to kill millions of people to have the diagnostic standing by, to be ready to ramp up a vaccine factory. A few things were done. Some countries, our foundation funded some work that will help with the vaccines now, will help with the diagnostics, but most of what was called for, particularly in a New England Journal of Medicine article I did that went into way more specifics than I could in a short TED Talk, those things didn't get done, and so that's why it's taking us a long time to get our act together faced with this threat. Well, there are lots of individuals who were as worried as I was. People like Dr. Fauci, who've been through various epidemics. And so when we had Ebola, Zika, SARS, MERS, we were lucky that they didn't transmit very easily. They weren't these respiratory viruses where somebody who's not very symptomatic and is still walking around can spread the disease in some cases to literally dozens of people. So the respiratory transmission, particularly because world travel is so intense, that's where I show the simulation in that speech and say, this keeps me up at night more than even war, which is no small thing. And yet, in terms of being systematic about, okay, let's run a simulation and see how would we reach out to the private sector for tests or ventilators and what kind of quarantine would we do? As we enter into this, we haven't practiced at all. And so you can see it's, every state is being forced to figure things out on their own. And it's very ad hoc. It's not like when a war comes and we've done, 20 simulations of various types of threats, and we've made sure that the training, communications, logistics, all those pieces fall into place very rapidly.
Yeah, I want to go through some of these businesses because you have big stakes, and you mentioned airlines, for instance. Let's just start with that. And Delta is a big holding. You have holdings in the other three big ones as well.
Sure.
And so how do you assess what's going to happen, and does that change your outlook?
Well, it's going to be terrible, but I've always felt a pandemic would happen at some time. I mean, I've actually used that term, in describing things that can interrupt the progress of not only this country, but the world. It won't stop the progress of the country or the world. This is a terrible event that's occurring. We don't know how terrible, and it may not turn out to be that big a deal when we get through, but it may turn out to be a very big deal, and we just don't know. And I certainly don't know, and nobody knows. But there will be other things that happen in the world in the next 5, 10, 20 years. That's the way the world works. It's not a totally even course. The progress of mankind has been incredible, and that won't stop. You flew out here, yesterday or today, and you flew over a country that 250 years ago, there wasn't anything here. That's only 3 of my lifetimes, and there wasn't anything here. And now you've got all these bountiful farms, and you got 260 million vehicles in the country, and you got 80 million owner-occupied homes, and you've got 155 million or whatever it is, million people working, and it's incredible. I went, when I had a medical check the other day, I went to incredible medical facilities that are just 2 or 3 minutes from here, and that wasn't here. even here 100 years ago. And so we keep making progress. We haven't forgotten how to make progress in this country, and we haven't lost interest in making progress, and that will benefit to varying degrees all kinds of people, including around the world. But there will be interruptions, and I don't know when they will occur, and I don't know how deep they will occur. I do know they will occur from time to time, and I also know that we'll come out better on the other end.
So it doesn't sound like you're selling airline stocks today.
I won't be selling airline stocks.
I'm just throwing these out. Imagine our local hospital can handle 40 respiratory patients at one time. And under normal circumstances, 40 respiratory patients for that hospital is a lot. They'll be at 12 or 15, so they can handle it.
Right.
The way the virus is moving and the reason why we need to practice social distancing and the idea of flattening the curve is if 50 people show up at that hospital at one time to get 40 beds.
Yeah.
Right? Now you have 10 people in critical condition that aren't going to get help.
Right.
And your mortality rate shoots through the roof.
Right.
That's the idea of overwhelming the system.
Right.
So there is a certain amount of people that we can handle nationally to come in with critical respiratory issues at one moment. So flattening the curve means not getting to 80 people at one time. We practice social distancing. The virus is going to move through humanity. But as it moves through, we want it to move through at 30 people at a time for our local hospital, not 60 people at a time for our local hospital, because then we have a real problem.
How do you think we should think about capitalism going forward? What do you think the future of business will ultimately look like?
Capitalism is what's going to save us, right? Capitalism didn't get us here, a virus did. It's, the one thing about the United States of America that's different than every other country on the planet is that we're a country of entrepreneurs. We look to start businesses. When we talk about the American dream, when we talk about rags to riches stories, it starts with an entrepreneur coming up with an idea and then executing on that idea. We're going to get to the other side of this. I'm positive of that. And we're going to look back in 5 years, and there's going to be 5, 10, 15, 20, however many companies that were started out of all this that turned into just world-changing companies. That's where capitalism really shines. When things are going really, really good, like we saw leading up to, a month ago, then, the gap between the top and the bottom expands. When we go through something like that, the top shrinks. The bottom only has so far to go, unfortunately, but that's the reality. And when people lose their jobs and they go to unemployment, they shrink, but there's only so far to go. The top just gets compressed significantly, and that's what we're seeing now. So income inequality hasn't been solved, but it's been, the delta has been reduced. Now with capitalism, we can start to learn from our mistakes and say, we need to have our employees participate more so that when we build back up and when we grow, then everybody can participate. I'm a big believer that every company, and I've done this with my startups, every company I've started, every employee should have stock and ownership in their company. And when I've sold my companies, every single employee has benefited. And I think when we go forward, capitalism will lift us up from where we are, but we have to learn from our mistakes and really encourage that every entrepreneur, every one of those great companies that's getting started right now, I don't care if you're 16 years old or 60 years old and you're starting a company. When you start that company and you hire people, give equity to your employees, because anybody working hour to hour and getting paid and not having certainty where how many hours they're going to get, they're never going to climb up the ladder. They're never going to be in a position where they're not living paycheck to paycheck. The only way you solve that is by giving them appreciable assets. Hopefully home ownership plays a role, but also equity in the companies that you start. So I think every entrepreneur going forward has got to show the good side of capitalism and let everybody participate. Let every single employee, no matter what their job is, get equity in the company so that if you just have astronomical success, all those employees benefit as well. When we sold broadcast.com way back when, out of 330 employees, 300 became millionaires, and those 30 weren't only because they had started later in the cycle. Everybody should participate. So capitalism, I truly believe, is going to lift us up and it's going to make us strong again. but we have to be smarter as capitalists and make sure that everybody participates this time around. Whether it's infrastructure or new companies, this is a chance for a reset, and we have to be smart.
In your estimation, from what you can see, how much worse is this outbreak going to get?
Well, that would imply I'm some kind of forecaster. We don't do that in general, and specifically in this area, I wouldn't do it. If you take a look, though, on a county basis on what's going on, you certainly continue to see counties in which the rise of new cases continues at almost an exponential level. In King County, Washington, where I live, which was the epicenter of the outbreak, we've actually started to see a gradual, if you will, flattening out of the curve, which leads me to believe I can have some optimism. Not that people aren't going to suffer gravely from this disease, but perhaps there's light at the end of the tunnel here, more similar to what people saw in South Korea and China than what people are seeing in Italy. But you can look at the county data and get a sense that with the right precautions and work, there's opportunity for progress.
If you want more advice, wisdom, guidance from other successful entrepreneurs on how you can navigate the coronavirus situation, check out the video right there next to me. I hope you find it valuable. Continue to believe, and I'll see you there.
You'll find that the length of time in between your mind wandering gets longer and